What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here, and in this one we go over what Sherrone Moore said to the media today as he previewed the game against Ohio State. He talks about the preparation, Michigan playing their best football right now. He also gives an update on Will Johnson, Colston, Loveland's injury status, as well as the situation with Jyaire Hill. And Warren and Quinten Johnson also previewed the game against Ohio State, what they have to say about it. And we also got some more recruiting news. Michigan getting a new prediction, give the latest on Javion Hilson. Also, a top 100 cornerback gives his thoughts on his recent Michigan visit. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so I wanted to start with what Sherrone Moore said today in his weekly press conference as he talked about and previewed the Ohio State game this weekend, the environment. Also gave us some injury updates on Colston, Loveland, and Will Johnson, which we'll get to, but he did first start by talking about Biff Poggi, who was the former Charlotte head coach who recently did get fired. However, we have talked about it before. Biff Poggi, he was a former coach on the coaching staff when Harbaugh was here. He was a big reason, the culture shifted here at Michigan, and he was in Ann Arbor for the weekend and for the game against Northwestern on the sideline with Sherrone Moore. And Sherrone Moore said, it was great having him back. I was very close with Biff. He worked with me directly when he was here. He said we'll work those things out, but definitely a possibility to have him back. Looking forward to it. So that's some great news right there. It would be awesome to get Biff Poggi back on the staff. But talking about Ohio State, we said the Ohio State defense is as good as any defense in the country, and the Michigan offense will have to execute at a high level to go win. He did say that Michigan will work on crowd noise throughout the week, knowing that it'll be a charged up environment Saturday. But he said that we're gonna embrace the noise, embrace the crowd. He said when you grow up as a kid, whether you want to be a coach or a player, this is what you want to do. You want to be in these types of games, and it's something that you think about all year. Now, Michigan, they are a pretty big underdog, I believe, by 3 touchdowns in this one, which is pretty sure the biggest either ever or in a very long time at least. But Sherrone Moore, he said that none of that matters in this game. He says the records, the Vegas point spreads, it doesn't matter. He said it's all about the game. He did say the biggest piece of this game is the rushing battle. I think you've seen that every year. The team that wins the rushing battle wins the game. I know they'll be focused on the same thing, so that'll be an emphasis for us to do. Now, Sherrone Moore did agree that Michigan is playing its best football this season right now, but he did say that Michigan, it can't rest on our laurels. But he said you've got to go prepare. You got to stay hungry, and that's what we got to go do. He did say the players, they believe they can beat Ohio State. He said I think this game, it's all bets are off, and the guys are prepared mentally, physically to go attack. We've had great preparation up to this point, and then we got to get on the field and do it. So I feel like we can, but that's our job to go prepare to do it. He did speak on the energy around Michigan football facilities this week. He said you can feel it. You can feel the energy. It's not something you can really describe. It's just different. It's a different energy. It's a different moment. He said even the new guys, Jordan Marshall, came up to him and hit him on the butt and said, "Coach, it's that time." And Sherrone Moore said, "Yes, it is." So he said those guys know, and a guy from Ohio, but even the guys from down south, they understand what this game is about. And it'll be a big game for quarterback Warren. Warren did say that he'll be talking to J.J. McCarthy this week to prepare for the Ohio State game. And Warren has a chance to go 2-0 as the Michigan starting quarterback against Michigan State and Ohio State. So this is his biggest game of his Michigan career, and what a way it would be to go out on that note. Everything he's been through, I mean, he has improved a lot this season, so credit to Warren. It's been a tough season for this whole team, but Quinten Johnson, he also said that you come to Michigan to beat Ohio. It's one of our pillars as a program, and he did say that Michigan is embracing the villain role on the road. He said it's exciting to be able to go back into an environment like that and live off that hatred and really feed off it. So that's what Sherrone Moore, some Michigan players, said regarding the game against Ohio State this Saturday. And I will say I'm feeling a lot better after that Northwestern game than I did before it. It gives you a little hope potentially of, Michigan potentially pulling off the upset. And really it's going to rely on the defense, though. The defensive line, Michigan's defense played phenomenal. They've been playing phenomenal. Wink Martindale has really come into his own, and Ohio State's offensive line is a little banged up. So, Michigan's defensive line is very talented. Now it's time to put that on display against their biggest rival in the biggest game of the season. And as far as the offense, it's going to be tough sailing. So it's, going to be probably up to a couple trick plays. Just the running game, keeping Ohio State's offense off the field. Maybe see a big time run from Big Game Don. That would be awesome, but it's going to be interesting. We do have some injury updates, though. Sherrone Moore talked about Colston, Loveland, and Will Johnson. He did say that, we'll see. I think Colston is trending in a good direction. We'll get a better feel in the next couple of days, and same thing with Will. We'll see. Now, there was an ESPN report saying that Will Johnson had been ruled out against Ohio State. Obviously, it's not set in stone. Sherrone Moore did say, I just go by what the doctors say. I can't confirm or say anything else besides what the doctors tell us. Now, Chris Ballas of the Wolverine did report that, the Ohio State game was the target date for Will Johnson. So we'll see what happens throughout the week, but we'll see what happens. I think a bigger one might be getting Colston Loveland back. If he's not able to go, this Michigan offense could be in for a long day. Also, another concern is Jyaire Hill. Now, he switched his number to, he was wearing number 35 in the game against Northwestern. Sherrone Moore did say after the game against Northwestern that he was working through something internally, but Monday he didn't rule out Jyaire Hill starting. He said we'll see, but Amir Hall stepped up really big, but getting back Jyaire Hill is going to be pretty big for Michigan. He only played until the fourth quarter came along, so but those are some updates there. I did want to talk about some recruiting news. Obviously, it's been a hot topic. Michigan recruiting absolutely taken off right now after landing Bryce Underwood, and obviously Michigan now playing the NIL game in recruiting, which is very exciting. Michigan did get a new crystal ball prediction yesterday, as well as Ellen True 24/7 Sports put in a prediction for Michigan to land the 2025 four-star safety Alex Graham, flipping him from Colorado. Now, Steve Wiltfong of On3 already put in an On3 prediction before. This is another prediction, so good news right there for Michigan. And obviously we talked about Sam Webb of the Michigan Insider yesterday putting in a prediction for Michigan to flip Derek Meadows as well. So two big predictions right there. Michigan did host the 2025 four-star top 100 edge Javion Hilson on for an official visit over the weekend. He's from Cocoa, Florida, and it was a big visit for Michigan. They're going after him, pushing for him late here. And according to Steve Wiltfong of On3, he did say that Michigan made a strong impression on him over the official visit. He's obviously a teammate of Michigan quarterback commit in the 2026 class, Brady Hart. And then as far as the 2025 four-star edge Toby Hastrup, he did take a visit over the weekend as well, which we talked about, and he did release a top 6 of Florida State, Missouri, USC, Texas Tech, Oregon, and Michigan. He will make his final decision on December 4th. So Michigan a finalist there. And then we also talked about two top 100 quarterbacks in the 2026 class out of Victor Singleton and Albert Hill, who was a 5-star. They both took a visit over the weekend, both from the state of Ohio. And Singleton told E.J. Holland of the Wolverine that the visit was good. Atmosphere was good. Defense came out and played really well. Said that it was good to watch them. Some of their players came in and stepped up. Defensive scheme was great. They run a lot of man, which is also what he plays a lot. So he thinks it would be a really good fit for him. He did say that, he likes Michigan. What stands out are the coaches. They like to compete, and they're trying to build a great program. So that's the latest on some recruiting news. And with that, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more. If you are new around here, I greatly appreciate it. And other than that, hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. We will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.